Welcome back to Solynod Hex, everybody. Today we're holding Solynod Hex session 243, and today's session is sponsored by our patrons. Thank you very much, patrons, for your generous pledges.
Thank you.
We couldn't have...
Thank you.
Patrons, we will not have dynamic lighting without you.
Yeah, dynamic lighting is all because of you. Thank you very much. At this time, players, go ahead and click on your main character's tokens to select the token, and then hold the shift key and double click on your token to open up your character sheet straight from your token, and go ahead and add 200 points for showing up on time. Thank you very much for showing up on time. Okay, when last we left off, some of Varen's followers were sucked into the astral plane along with the Elder Brain's like astral projection of itself. A color pool opened up and kind of sucked in the surrounding characters and one of the brain golems, who immediately went inert on the other side of the color pool. The color pool is still there, so if the Asheras want to, they could escape without actually fighting the Elder Brain, and that would count as surviving an encounter. So, you know, there would be experience points from that. And of course, the Elder Brain is unable to follow you because it's no longer astrally projecting. But if you don't defeat him, then you have an enemy, right? So that's up to the Asheras, and of course, Asheras are forbidden to flee from combat with an evil creature. I forgot about that. So they might want to get another, what was it, 23,000 experience points for defeating an Elder Brain that doesn't have Brain Golem assistance. Although it is on the astral plane, so it may be a little bit more powerful. You'll have to find out. Alright, so the rest of the party was still at, I believe, Ilsensine Temple entrance, or thereabouts. Let's see, Gromnar. Actually, the party is basically split now between east and west wings. So I'm going to put, I guess, the main party into, let's see, we have 2 players in the west wing and 3 players in the east wing. So I'll put the player bar in the east wing. Calamar's main group is in the west wing. Velkane's main group is in the east wing. Brian Jarrett, I believe, is in the... Actually, I don't need to do that. Okay, so...
Yeah, I don't know where I am because my screen is entirely black everywhere.
Yeah, I think Asher might still be in the entrance. Varen's definitely in the west. And then Gromnar, I forget which way you went.
He's in the middle. That's where I was, yeah. Now I remember.
So, Gromnar, you can see your character token right now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Alright, so can everyone at least see their main character's token right at this time?
Yep.
Alright. Yep, Asher is right at the edge.
Yeah, I don't see my main character.
Your main character was in the east wing, correct?
My main character was in the middle room. Remember, I was traveling from east wing to west wing.
Yeah, that's right. You were traveling from the east to the west. Okay, so Brian Druid is also at the entrance with Asher. Okay. So this is the ambient music in the east wing. Sort of like a meddlesome little tune, I guess. Alright, so last up on the turn order tracker. I believe we were in between rounds at the time. Time now is 11:15 a.m. 28 December 1085. The Mind Flayers have yet to summon Ilsensine's avatar. Shirka's Flame Blade is still going, as is Kalamar's jump spell. The Elder Brain was going to awaken the Tarask, but you guys have successfully stopped that from happening. So I'm going to remove that from the turn order tracker.
Woohoo! We did something!
Yep.
Yeah, we still have a doomsday clock of 14 rounds.
Of sorts. And then, Velkane's Orcs will disappear in 6 rounds. Dean Dorvo psychs himself up in 5 rounds. Lazarus will be dazed for the next 3 rounds. The Onras dazed for 2 rounds. And Olivia will be dazed for 1 more round. The human sacrifice to the Elder Brain would occur in 2 rounds. I'm going to keep that timer up for now. Because that event has been stopped, but it hasn't been stopped at the same time. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the turn order tracker at this time, which I probably should have done this to begin with, but I'm just going to remove all of the monsters and all of the henchmen and followers. Well, that's not true. There is combat going on right now. So, yeah, in the astral plane. So we will need to
roll initiative.
Roll initiative, yeah, for every character. And I'm going to take Varen to the astral plane for now. And I'm going to take the player band to the astral plane. And who is all in the east wing? That was Velkane's in the east wing.
Yeah, and
Gromnar.
Okay.
Alright, so that will... Okay, is everyone still able to see their characters at least? Or some of their characters?
Yeah.
I am.
Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3.
Is Olivio's not taken over. He was...
That is true. Okay, so have I given you control of Olivio? Could have sworn I did. Let's see. The Circus, Calamar and Company, Olivio, edit. Yep, you have control of Olivio now.
Okay.
To close the mines, do I just roll medium base speed?
I can't control Onras.
In order to do what, Velkane?
Close Morgan's mind. I just roll initiative for medium base speed.
Yes, yeah. And then Onras, let's see. That would be...
I'm trying to click on him, but I can't.
Varen, followers, Onras, edit, and give control to Varen, and save changes. Okay, now you should be able to click him.
There we go. Thanks, Josh.
Yep. And I need to roll initiative for the Elder Brain. So the only combat that's going on right now is in the astral plane.
Oh, so we don't...
So the fight is still not over.
The fight is still not over, and I'm actually going to slightly move the color pool so that you guys can see it. So,
Oh, is that gate still open?
yeah, it's still open. Color pools... color pools are actually supposed to stay open, so you guys know of a location of a color pool. You might not necessarily know how to open it, but you know of a location of one. Okay.
Oh, does that mean that Varen can just go in then, or do I need a spell for that?
I guess you could try opening it from that end. Yeah, you could try opening it from that end. I'm guessing this token is not on this layer. Okay.
So the fight continues then in the astral plane. I just realized the other brave basically pulled a classic boss fight move. This is my second form.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's so slow. I'm so sorry. It's taking me forever to do all my attacks and everything. It's so slow.
That's fine. I'm having a little bit of trouble with the color pool itself, actually. I can't seem to move it. I'm thinking there must be something over it. Let's see, back. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to put it a little off kilter so that you can see it underneath the Elder Brain. Or behind the Elder Brain, that is.
Alright.
Okay, and then to back and to front. There we go. Alright. So you can see it kind of underneath or behind. You know what? I'm going to put it literally behind the Elder Brain.
No! 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 Yeah. Oh. Sorry.
What's wrong?
I had to tell it. No, come on in. Tell everybody.
There we go. Okay. So the Elder Brain's still in the same position. You can see the color pool behind it. And some other interesting things surround you in this silver void of sorts. So if you zoom out, over to the right, you can actually see what appears to be a conduit that contains the silver cord of someone who is astrally projecting through the astral plane from one plane to another. And it's sort of like whirling around in a way that is similar to a tornado. And then up and to the left, you can see essentially a floating island made of stone that's like way off in the distance. You can basically barely see it. It's so small. It could be, you know, hours before you would ever reach it. And I actually need to turn on.
Yeah, this is like friggin'
Daylight.
massive. Yeah, this is like massive.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so I just turned on global illumination, but you actually can see very, very far out into the astral plane from where you're at. You can see several conduits sort of like whipping around inside the astral plane, and several of these little floating islands way, way off in the distance. And the closest one is way over. I'll shift ping it for you. Closest one is way over here. And it looks like there's, you know, like a little bit of like soil on it, and it's growing grass and its attitude is faced in such a way that you could land on it normally as though you were like making planetfall or something in space. Like the top of it is actually facing the camera. But the rest of them are, you know, way off in the distance, and it could take hours to get there, or even days. Like, you're not even sure because of forced perspective. Like, it could be a really large island extremely far off in the distance, and you wouldn't be able to tell. Or it could be a smaller island that's a little closer than that, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference, really, without magic or, like, instruments of some kind. But
May
you
I
can
see,
say again.
I was just gonna ask go to the map so I can get initiative, but time.
Which map?
The east map, one with the mind flayer and the
Oh, yeah. Okay, I forgot you had a character there. I don't remember who it is, though.
Jezzy.
Oh, Jezzy.
Alright, shall
Okay.
I roll initiative for the Osiris then?
Yeah, I'll put you back on... Oh, yeah, you're going to want to roll initiative for the Ostros, yeah.
Because the fight is still going on.
Yeah. Shouldn't take long.
It shouldn't, but the dice are unpredictable and cruel. Mostly unpredictable.
Okay.
And once I get back to the other map, hopefully I can get Varen through the portal. Or color pool.
Yeah, hopefully he is able to open it. And I actually need to, Okay.
That's a good question, Josh. Would Varen know how to open a color pool?
From the astral side, yes. He would know he could just pass through it. I'll give him a chance, though, so, you know, you can roleplay that accordingly.
Alright.
Okay. So has everyone finished, rolling initiative?
Oh, it's only the roll initiative for Varen and Dean on the West Wing map. But the Osiris in the astral plane are basically in fight mode.
Okay, so the West Wing map.
I wouldn't mind seeing the West Wing map too. Now that I'm done
Okay.
all my other there.
So I'll just
Time
leave
to go
that.
see-
I'll leave that astral ambience playing for now.
It's very eerie sounding.
Yeah, it's a very eerie place. It's actually supposed to be completely silent, but I think I like this better. So that's Rise of the Ancients by Tabletop Audio and The Astral Plane by Tabletop Audio. Thank you, Tabletop Audio, for making free stuff
Yep, just
that's
make
not
this,
copyrighted. Wink, wink,
Yeah, you
nudge,
make
nudge.
this section that much more epic.
Yeah.
Because this is the first two-stage boss fight I've had in 2nd edition.
Really?
Really, 2-stage boss fight.
Huh. Yeah. You took out its astral projection, and now you're able to fight its physical form. Lucky you. Lucky you. Okay. So, I'm going to order the turn order tracker now. And time now is 11:15 a.m. 28 December 1085. Event. Shook his flame blade. Spell. Dean psyche himself up. Dazing. Human sacrifice to the Elder Brain occurs at the end of the round in one more round. Or something occurs at the end of the round in one more round. Okay. Onras's dazing will end at the end of the round in one more round. And at the end of this round, Illuvio is no longer dazed. Okay, so Calamar's followers outside the temple are running into the temple. entrance. As quick as they can. And I'm just going to put... See, Fenella's not even here. So I'm going to put all this stuff back onto the GM layer. Ooh. Okay. And the men are moving rather quickly. Let's see, 15 square. Oh, right, combat. I guess they will jog, so 12. 15. Fine. 24. And the little halflings, I guess, will be... Yeah, we'll say they scooped up the mules and whatnot. And they're all moving at halfling speed. But jogging. So that's 6 for one of them, 6 for another, 6 for another. Okay. And they will jog 12 squares. All right. Okay, next up is Varen on the west map, correct?
Yep, Varen's gonna jet off. Leave him here for now. Just like scroll back a little. Okay. And the color pool was here.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll intelligence.
Alright. Checks. Ability. Intelligence. Success.
Okay. So you are able to detect Come on. Come on. Whoops. This psionic machine operating. Let's see. Let's do that one more time. So you're able to detect this psionic machine operating, and it's holding up a color pool in the center of it that you're able to detect. Let's see. Collection. Oh yeah, bar tab. And it looks like... that. Where'd it go?
If
There
I
it
see
is.
it, it's over there.
1 second. Alright. And beyond it is... well, it's basically just this big swirling mass of colored pool, like a magenta color. But as an Ashura of extraplanar origin, you would know it as, you know, a color pool, which leads to the astral plane.
Yep, I know that's where all my men went, so I'm going after them.
Okay. And you advance into the color pool. And you come out on the astral plane.
With a certain creature of extraplanar origin to murder. Oh, as soon as I can.
And having never actually been to the astral plane, it's a little disorienting. Like, you're still trying to flap your wings, right? And nothing is happening. Nothing. And it looks like all the other Ashuras are still trying to do the same thing.
We're just like panic flying right now.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll another intelligence check.
Alright. Ability. Actually, they get
And your
token.
your wings are basically like just blowing you around in a spiral, or not in a spiral, but in a. You're basically just spinning yourself. Because it feels like there is no gravity right here. So, wings that are meant for an environment that has gravity, like yours, operate a little differently here.
I just need to find my token real quick.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll shift ping you. Okay.
I just need to go to the little top over there. Alright. Let's come down. There we got Varen. Checks. Ability. Intelligence. He passes again.
Okay, you can go ahead and remove your flight. Yeah. And then you notice that, whilst flapping your wings around, you're like, thinking to yourself, God, I wish I could just move where I want to. And then you do.
Oh, sweet. Aaron figures out, oh, wait, this is pointless now. I was
Okay.
flapping and starts floating, I guess.
Okay, 1 second. You notice that your movement rate is now equal to your intelligence score. So, your
Alright,
movement rate is now that.
So, 15 then. Yeah, Baron is very smart. Now, do I have enough? I suppose. Can I move in, then stab the other ring? Do I have enough left for that?
Yes, you do. Yeah. We'll say you made a half move, and then you get a half move further.
Yep.
Because you were
And
flying at
that-
the time, right?
And now, some brain sashimi.
All right.
So, front, short melee, sim elevation, nothing to hit or damage. -4 for 19 points. Offhand sword, that would be the flame tongue. Front, short melee, sim and hit damage. I'm assuming the Elder Brain is a normal creature.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
AC 3 for another 14 points points of damage.
Okay, go ahead.
I rolled natural fighting like earlier, so this is still active. Front, trip melee, same elevation, nothing to hit. +1 to damage. Crit!
You're in my world now, Varen. You'll never escape.
That is a cool effect, actually. I love that. Crit for 6 points of damage. Left talon. Front, trip melee, same elevation, nothing to hit. +1 to damage.
Okay, so
-4 for another 8
33,
points of damage. So
38,
after
46 total.
yep.
Eh.
Okay. Next up is Walthud on the West Wing map, right?
Yeah. So.
I fear it has disappeared. It'll go walk without making noise. Silence. So how many can he walk? A third, right? Third of one. Hide.
Oh yeah, while sneaking around, yeah, you move 1/3 your movement rate, which for him should be 3 squares.
Yeah. Move through and then he hid behind bug.
Okay, so this is the West Wing soundtrack. James, do you still have any characters in the West Wing?
Dean Dorvo.
Okay.
That's where Alluvio's going next.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring
For
Varen, aka James, back to the West Wing. And why is the sound not playing? Come on now. There we go.
Okay, the only person in the West Wing right now is just, well, my party is Dean.
Yep. Okay, so
That's fine. Dean sortled a lich. You guys will be fine.
Yeah, that is true.
Walthud is sneaking around, right?
You should make it part of his official name, like him, Dean Dorvo Lich Slayer or something.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Why is Walthud's token not working?
Up there, yep, that's his name now. He's Dean the Lich Slayer. Boom. That's his personal claim to fame, and he'll never let any of y'all live.
I moved Walt, so I mean, I touched.
No, I mean his. Oh, that's right. I need to Walthud Stonehewer. Okay. Okay. Come on. Save changes. There. Now he's got the right name, and I can roll checks with him. Skill. Move silently. And you moved him 3 squares, right?
Right.
Okay.
I was hiding right behind the door. Then I snuck in and got behind.
I'm going to put Le Fon Show onto the GM layer. Okay. Next up is Illuvio. And I actually need to change this brain golem from being dead to being inert. I put the wrong symbol on. Sorry.
Says, "Oh dear me, Dean, Dean," and he staggers, like collapses, part of the way to cross the donkey. Dean, please
You're breaking
heal me.
up. You're breaking up a little bit.
How about now?
It sounds different. It's weird.
Alright. Quit your belly aching. Don't worry, Father Dean's got something for you.
Okay, is this better?
No, there's like a buzz in the background. It's really strange.
I can go out and come back in after I'm done with this, but yeah, I'll go over and beg him to talk. Oh, I
have my voice changer on. Does that make anything different?
No, I think it's the mic plug-in is partly out or something.
Okay, I'll fiddle with it.
Okay.
Let me mute it.
Well, yeah. Go ahead and finish your turn, though.
Yeah, that's all he does. He goes over and he falls across Dean's mule and he starts begging him for heals.
Yeah.
Oh, please, sir, some heals.
Yeah, you notice that Illuvio is hurt really, really bad. You can see his green bar, right?
Yep. Good. He says, quit your belly aching. Don't worry, Father Dorval's got something for you.
Oh, good. And done.
Okay. Next up is Gravo in the East Wing. Maps. East Wing. Okay, so Gravo says, come on, voice changer. Gravo says,
I see you're trying to destroy the crystal. Should I help you do it?
We should hold off on destroying it. I wanna get the location of this terrace just in case we might need it in the future before we destroy the crystal.
Or Velgate says to wake him up because it's funny.
Okay, very well. I don't see any evil casters here, so I'm going to go to the other side and see if they need help over there. Okay, bye!
Okay.
and Gravo books it. He moves really quickly. His normal movement rate is 15. So at a jog, he'll move 30. So from here to here is 5 squares. He makes it on to the next map. Ooh. He stops and he pulls out a torch and lights it. So you can see a little bit of torchlight up the top of that decline leading down into the east wing. And that's it for Gravo for now. Okay, Shirka is on the west wing map. Oh, I found out a way to still use that plugin that I was using last week that I had to shut off. I just had to disable a couple things on it, and now it works just fine. Okay, Shirka is going to, using the light of her flame blade. Oh no, she can see in the dark. Shirka is going to head over towards the color pool as well. And she says,
oh my god, is that a color pool? Like, leading to the astral plane? Everybody look! Oh my god! I've never actually seen one before. Like, maybe one day, like, when I'm a Hierophant, I could, like, open those and, like, plane shift and stuff and go to, like, places at will and stuff. It'll be so cool. So I'm going over here, guys. Okay.
and next up is the Elder Brain in the astral plane. Okay. Alright, so the Elder Brain. He, it detects you popping out of the color pool, Varen, and says,
You will be my slave forevermore, and live out an eternity here with me on the astral plane, doing my bidding.
and Varen, you can see into the psychic world. Well, you actually are in the psychic world right now, but you can see into the psionic world momentarily as the Elder Brain grows out two whip-like protrusions from its body, and they strike towards you at lightning speed. Lightning speed.
Oh man.
Let's see. So that's special powers.
Okay, please roll a natural one on at least one of those attacks.
Psionic combat. Ego whip. Varen. Close range, less than 120 feet. No defense mode on Varen. You have a closed mind. He will use the minimum of 4 PSPs. Hits MAC of -4 or worse. Your MAC is
2.
Your MAC is actually 4 for some reason. Maybe your intelligence is not as high, or your wisdom is not as high as the others. Who knows?
Varen's wisdom is a 21. Literally the racial maximum.
Yeah. Maybe it's intelligence then.
Yeah, maybe. Because like all ostriches are like super geniuses.
Yeah.
I never thought of Varen being kind of dumb for his race. Shame.
Okay. So, yeah, it definitely ego whips you. And the only effect right now is that your mind is now open. So I'm going to give you a little open skull. The other cool thing about this plugin is it shows all of those little symbols all at the same time. You don't have to scroll up and down. It's really neat. Okay, he's going to ego whip you again for another 4 PSPs.
I rolled that one eventually.
Defense mode none. Open mind. 4 PSPs. Okay, so now you get, where's an open mind? Target is dazed for 2 rounds. Okay, so Varen is dazed for 2 rounds.
Jeez.
So go ahead and give you that little lightning daze thing.
And here comes the worst part about it.
Minus
the
five.
-5, yeah.
It's all dice rolls.
The dice know who we're fighting. We gotta go. Come on.
So Varen dazed +1.
That's only 2 rounds, not too bad.
Okay, -2. Enter. Now he is going to try to dominate you.
Yep, that'd be a
Oh, hell.
save
Special powers.
versus spell.
Scion.
-5.
And that is telepathy, I think, science, and domination. On Varen. No adjustments. Varen is level 9, right? Okay.
Yep.
He succeeds, so you get a saving throw versus spell with a -5 from being dazed.
Yep. Not multi-class, not triple class. Yep, that's... Oh, I missed it by 1!
Oh my.
Uh-oh.
Yep, missed it by
Oh,
1.
no. Oh, no, no,
Okay.
no, 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 no.
Well, it's a good thing he already attacked before the round started.
Yeah, he did. Okay, so Varen is now under the control of the DM.
Yeah, this ain't good.
Save changes. Okay. Next up is Moors on this map.
I'm just gonna keep hacking away at that brain. Nothing to hit or damage. AC -1 for 11 points for the spear.
Okay, 11 so far. So you're noticing it's getting fucked up pretty quick.
Yep, front, short melee, same elevation. Nothing to hit or damage. AC 3 for 9 points
Okay.
with the right claw.
Yep.
Another one for the left claw.
And its green bar drops and drops and drops.
Front, short melee, save elevation. Nothing to hit or damage. AC 2 for
-2
points.
for 3. Yeah.
Yeah, -2 for 3 points.
Okay.
And D10s are big dice, which also means big amounts of variation.
Yep. Alright, so next up is one of the orcs back on the East Wing map.
Okay.
I love this plugin. All I gotta do is go to the right map and then hit the advance button, and it automatically snaps me to whoever is up. And I click advance, and it snaps me to it, and I can shift ping you guys to it.
Okay, what's these things' movement speed again?
It was 9 because they're lightly encumbered from their chainmail. And if you want to move and shoot, you can only move half your movement rate.
No, I'm gonna move the full 9 and just kind of have them explore this area out.
Okay.
Okay. That one's done moving.
Alright, so next up is on the West Wing map, Boogie Will.
Biggie Will is thinking. Oh, hang on.
Now I go and I killed the brain, right? Yeah, that's the brain die. It die. Brain die. Yeah. So he attacks it. No, that's Olivia.
Oh, you're talking about the inert brain golem?
Yeah.
Okay. Technically on this map there is no combat occurring, so I will allow you to what's that called? Coup de grace.
Ah,
Yeah.
kill brain. It dead now. No need to worry about that, Calamar. I took care of it. Big spy.
Yeah, you swing your Morning Star at it a couple of times, turning it into a jellified mush of pink and red brain material. And it's just, it falls to the floor, and you just keep beating it, and blood splatters everywhere, and you're like, ha 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 ha, ha ha, this is fun, ha ha, and, you know, it's pretty gory.
I figured it had to be pretty, you know, that's the character to do this with, you know. He's going to have fun doing it.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, yeah, noise this. And we're done.
Next up is an orc in the East Wing. It's this one here. And you saw that ping, right?
Yeah.
God, that's awesome. Okay.
So 9. So this one is going this way.
Yeah, it automatically pings it for me, too. And selects it, so I can actually see through its eyes. That's awesome. So fucking rad. Okay.
Do they notice any, like, I don't know if they have infravision or what? If
They do. Yeah. Okay, so
see
beyond, you see stuck in the psionic machine in like almost like suspended animation is one of let's see, can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like a really strong hulking beetle-y thing stuck in suspended animation in the psionic machine.
Okay.
And it seems like the psionic machine is drawing some sort of power from it. And that's what those beams are, is some sort of weird, you know, power coming from these different directions. Something that the orc doesn't quite understand, but he can see the powers being drawn from it. Okay, so next up is, well, the Kuo-toa are up, but they're basically just, you know, eating the Mind Flare. So next up is Raymond on the astral plane.
The astral plane, where all things are, well,
Astral.
yeah. Far out. The front, sharp melee, semi-elevation, nothing to hit or damage. AC 7, which is still enough for,
For a
7
hit.
points of
Yep.
damage. 7 points of damage.
And his
Okay.
bar is dwindling. -7.
Yep, for the claw. Sharp melee, semi-elevation, +1 hit. Nothing hit or damage.
10
points of
damage.
Yeah, that's 2 10s, by the way. Oh, if I would have crit, that'd have been also max damage.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lucky.
Yeah.
So you see his bar is dwindling further and further, and he says, come on. Come on, voice changer. Come on, voice changer. Go ahead and roll your next attack. Or is that all 3 of them?
He has one more for 3 more points of damage. Jeez.
No! No, I was winning. I have control of your leader. No!
Yeah, Rayman sneers at the brain. The only bitch gets to tell Baron what to do is Evangeline, and he just keeps stabbing him.
Alright. So you damage him further for 3 points.
And it's Unrasa's turn.
Yeah, actually, it is Brian Druid's turn.
Oh, wow.
Who is on the Ill-Sensing Temple entrance. And...
Alright, let me see if I can move him.
you're going west, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Now if I remember how this worked.
Let's see, astral plane to... We'll listen to the West Wing soundtrack for a minute.
Wow. This is lagging. It moves like a snail on a tar on the screen.
Snail on tar.
My cursor has been for last 20 seconds on the other room. It's still moving.
Uh-oh. Where am I? Oh no, I went to the wrong map. No. Okay, Ill-Sensing Temple entrance. I hate that. I went to the wrong map and then I advanced to Brian Druid. Now I actually have to find his token. Okay, so you are flying.
Alright. Yeah, I am flying. I believe at that point it will be 17 as per what my count is. Now is the follow-up, which is sideways move a bit. So let's see. Can't believe it moves this slowly. Oh boy.
Oh. Lefon Show is here.
Why does it move so slowly? It shouldn't take a minute or two to move this distance.
Dynamic lighting is probably slowing your computer down.
Yeah, I don't have a really slow computer, so it's weird. Hey, finally, look, I clicked that next link about a minute ago. Alright, next link. It's 90. See how far that is. We're gonna have to do a map transition probably after that anyways.
Leifon Show, are you here? Brad?
I am here with more Kung Fu.
Okay. Whew. I hope so, because this is the moment you've been waiting for like 6 months. This session right here.
Alright, that was 27 or so.
He shows the true power of the Kung Fu. Sorry, the karate.
Karate.
29 at that point.
39.
If you move me to another map, at that point I'm 31 in.
Huh.
Since I can't
On
move
my
myself
screen,
past
on my screen it says 28.
Oh, 28, yeah. But anyways, around 30.
Okay. So
I'm happy to take 2 more, but I was counting the 2 points from the next screen when I moved to there.
Yeah.
That's how it gets to 30.
I'm not gonna get into minutia that far, so we'll just say that you spent 28.
Yeah.
Okay, so West Wing, and you're still flying.
Yep. If I wasn't hoofing, I would have, or flying, I would have said I'm hoofing to the next area. I'm winging it, I guess.
Okay, I'm just placing your token now, and I'll put you onto this map in a second. I just need to add you to the turn order tracker again with a 0. So we're tracking you, and Vesa goes onto the West Wing, and you can continue your movement.
It's loading. Yeah, so let me find my West Wing in here.
Okay, so ahead of you, you can see,
Illuvia. I can't see anything. I'm completely black.
Go ahead and refresh your screen.
Okay.
Unless you can't see your token yet. Are you able to see your token now?
No, I wasn't able to see that either. But I'm loading right now.
Interesting.
I could see it, so yeah.
Still loading.
So the parts of the walls that have like a black box jutting out of them are doorways. I must have failed to describe that earlier. So there will be a closed door there, because I whenever I have a door, I make basically a box there that takes up the whole square, or 2 squares if it's a 10-foot wide door. So if you can see like this weird boxy rectangle sticking out of the wall, that's because it's a door. Okay, Vesa, are you loaded up yet?
No.
Okay, well in that case, I'm going to put Leifon Show's token back onto the token layer.
It's being very slow at refreshing.
LO. Okay, the turn order tracker, where'd it go? There it is. And Asher is here. Asher is on the West Wing map. So Vesa will finish your turn.
Yeah, when it finally loads at some point in the future.
Oh, you know what? Actually, next up is Onras. I'm sorry. Onras to the astral plane.
It's currently days, but still it's like, I got it, guys. Just gotta focus.
Yeah, currently days. -5 to hit and damage.
Yep, so this'll end well. Yep, he misses. -5s, man.
Yep, and your claws.
Yep, front, melee, simulation. -5 to hit. -5 damage. Dazing sucks. 1 for
2 damage.
2 damage.
Woo!
And
Yeah,
your
that's
third claw.
better. Yep, that's better than I expected, actually. Front, melee, simulation, -5 to hit, -5 to damage.
Oh, it's a miss. And you would have done 0 damage anyways. Okay. So,
Yep, -5 is a nasty penalty.
Yep. Back to the...
Okay, now I can see.
Okay, back to the West Wing, where Brian Jared was.
Okay, let me continue movement. So I have 10 more blob max.
So, ahead of you, you can see several characters, and far beyond them is a pool of water that has a color pool in it. And it's kind of sucking in water as it swirls. And you can see, plain as day, a psionic machine is keeping the color pool open.
And I'll move properly in the room.
You see several dead brain golems on the floor.
There.
2 to be exact.
I'll get to there. And what's going on? Where is everyone?
Yeah, I might want to go into that there portal over there. When the brand died, it took all the Astros with it. The boss went and chasing after him. Don't know how they're doing, but Astro playing can't be good.
Well, the ranger takes, how much you can tell, concerned face looking at that direction and prepares to start turning to there. But that's gonna be next round since I have moved enough and turned enough this round. So, Roger, that will do.
Okay, back to Asher at the temple entrance.
Okay, so for my first square of movement, may I please be moved to the west map?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm continuing to jog, by the way.
Okay. And I'm now placing you on the West Wing. And I'm going there myself.
Right, having the same problem as Brian Druid. I'm refreshing.
Oh, 1 second.
Okay.
You haven't refreshed yet, have you?
I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
Right, man, this does take a minute.
And next up is actually Dean Dorvo on the West Wing map.
Yeah. I could help you, Livia, but things seem serious over there. I'll be right back, though. And Dean's going to first make a horsemanship check.
There I am.
A skill. Wait, not skill. Proficiency. Oh, I clicked on Thar by accident. I'm telling you, Thar's. I get that Thar's a character, but sheesh. Alright, there you go. But if you guys Oh, that's a success. But especially if you guys ever cast Speak with Animals and talk to Thar, I got a personality ready for him. Alright. Gotta turn the dwarf and his donkey around. They have 24 movement speed this round. Let me just first get them to the... I'll wait for... We'll tell him to stop glitching out. Then get him through there. That was 3 squares, by the way, Josh. And then they're gonna... Yep, this thing just does not like me today. That's 4 additional squares. And just enough to get in the portal.
Okay, so yeah, Thar, carries you into the water, splash, and it's sort of this color pool is sort of creating like a vortex in the water where the water is sort of draining into it, and it just sort of sucks you in. He doesn't even have to swim really, and you come out in the astral plane. Let's see.
That there's a good war, Donkey.
And you do have an open mind. Okay, so you come out
Yeah.
onto the astral plane.
He has an open mind. They say it's pretty rare for a priest, but also he's not dazed. So, hammer and axe are at full efficiency. There's probably his THAC0 is low enough there's a good chance he'll miss an AC 10, but he probably won't.
Okay. So, you come out right here. And first thing you notice is Thar's little legs aren't doing anything. He's like basically, kicking his little legs and trying to run, and like he's going, hee-haw, hee-haw, and nothing is happening. You're just sort of spinning in like a slow circle because the kicking of his legs is causing just this sort of spinning action. He's actually causing like a little micro fan effect with his legs, and it's just causing you guys to spin in a circle, especially since you holding on to the saddle changes his center of gravity to where it's closer to basically right where the saddle is. So your head is in the center of this spinning formation of 2 creatures gripping onto one another. And if you let go, you could easily float off of Thar. And if you were to kick against him, you could easily propel yourself through space, and he would go in the opposite direction.
Well, can I kick myself over to the Elder Brain then?
Yes, you could.
I'll be back for you. And yeah, Dean does just that. Catapults himself to the Elder Brain.
How much force? How much force do you want to use?
Enough to get about, I'd say over here, so about 5 feet of force.
Okay. We'll say that is enough to get you there, and enough to get Thar here. Okay.
And poor Thar is just panicking right now.
So
we found the one place where mules aren't comfortable. It's amazing. And yeah, Dean's going to
You notice that your movement doesn't actually stop. You are still drifting in that direction. And
Alright, can I try to dig my axe into the Elder Brain to stabilize myself?
Hold on. Let's see. I need to give Thar an intelligence. Okay. So go ahead and roll intelligence checks for both Dean Dorvo and Thar.
Alright, so Thar does. Oh, see how smart this donkey is. Nope, not for Thar. As for
Okay.
Dean. Fairness, donkey, I didn't really expect much out of him. His intelligence of. Did you give him a 1?
Yeah, he's an
Yikes.
animal. Animals
Enough.
have one.
Oh, but Dean's like, I got this.
Okay.
Because he
So
literally rolled like
Dean's-
a 1 on
yeah.
the intelligence check.
All right, so
He's like-
go ahead and change Dean's movement rate to 10. And Thar's movement rate is going to be changed to 0. Because he doesn't quite get it. Although he's going to get a check every round until he does. So Dean, yeah, you go ahead and roll your attacks with Dean. But Thar is still adrift in the void. And Dean notices that it just takes will, essentially, to navigate through the
Yeah, I'd say with
astral.
I'd say with that 1, he figured it out faster than the Austrians did.
Possibly, yeah.
Right? Sharp melee, same elevation, nothing for damage. Dean gets a -1 for 7 points of damage.
Okay, 7 points of damage. And your shield. And the brain
Oh,
is
war.
really complaining now. He's like,
No, I control the most powerful among you. You cannot defeat me.
Sure melee, same elevation, +1 hit for damage. Come on, Dean! -1 for another 4 points.
all right, go ahead and describe how you shield bash the Elder Brain to death.
He used the Warhammer, not the shield bash, but yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Dean, when he kicks off Thar, he sends himself forward like a little dwarven missile, gives it a spin, hacks it to the brain, spins his Warhammer around, and cracks the core. Just cracks the core. Well, I get to add Brain Slayer to my title list now.
All right, so
Dean Dorvo, epic kill steal.
Varen, he snaps out of it. He's still dazed, and his mind is still open. But he's now under control of his proper player. Alright, so next up is... let's see, one of the Kuotoa. Tirana is just at the entrance of the temple doing that little signal. Like that, and, you know, basically summoning the other followers. After that is... Oh, yeah, we'll go back to retroactively doing Asher's turn. Sorry about that, Asher.
Alright, so I've got 23 movement left. 1, 2, 3. That's weird. I can't go through the door. Cannot go through the door.
Okay, 1 second. I am almost there. Okay. Oh, yeah. If you move your token by left-clicking and holding the token, and then you can right-click to turn on the movement ruler, you'll be able to measure your character's movement. And as you drag the token around, you'll be able to see more things, and then just keep track of your movement and set up waypoints as you move.
Right, but I moved. Maybe I'm not understanding. I apologize. I moved 3 squares by left clicking and dragging, and then I tried to left click and drag through the doorway directly in front of me right now, and Where?
So you
Oh,
just
nope, never mind.
There you
It's
go.
working
You
now.
just literally have to go
Okay.
around the wall. That's it.
Now it's doing something weird. Now it's moving the whole map with me. Alright, guys. Oh, through. Okay.
When that thing disappears, it's awful. I had to log out and come back in. It was that bad. It would not reset until.
Yeah, there's token. The entire map moves with me, and
Yes.
I can't. So you've had that?
Oh no, that's because you're right-clicking before you're left-clicking.
I right-clicked earlier, but it's been okay. So now I've clicked off. I'm clicking on.
Yeah. So you have to
okay.
left-click and hold,
Oh.
and then move your token a little bit, and then right-click, and it will turn the. And you're still holding the left while you're right-clicking.
Okay.
And it turns on the ruler, so you can see how many spaces you moved.
Yo. Alright, so I'm gonna stop here and I'm looking around at all of this mayhem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, guys. This is wow. And that'll be it.
Okay. So next up is I'm removing. So combat is actually over now. And next up is going to be Velcane on the East Wing map.
Okay,
There is no...
since combat's over, I can do Morgan stuff on my turn, right?
Yeah, you can do all of your character stuff on your turn.
Okay, Morgan kind of sits down and he like kind of composes himself and like takes in what just happened to him and tries to fix that vulnerable mind or whatever, like is feeling vulnerable and tries to stop that feeling. So what do I roll or what do I do? Or is it what you do?
So it is. Let's see. Maintains many previously successful activity patterns. I need to put that on here. Okay. Damn it. Closing an open mind. Uh-oh. I believe it's a saving throw versus spell. For player characters, for characters controlled by players, and then for No. It was a wisdom check. That's right. Okay, so in a round where you're not in psionic combat, it is a wisdom check -4.
Okay.
In a round where you are in psionic combat, it's a wisdom check -8. And then for creatures that don't have a wisdom score, it's a saving throw versus like spell or something like that.
Okay, he didn't pass that check.
Okay. And it actually takes concentration to do that, so I'll give it a I'll make it like a half move action to close an open mind. So he can still make a half move if you want.
He'll just stay where he's at for now.
Okay.
Just taking in what transpired. And for Velcane, he's gonna walk up to the crystal and try to discern the location, the Trask from it.
Okay, so for a newly open sonic mind, the target can attempt to reclose its mind until 1d4 plus 1 rounds have passed. After the required rounds have passed, the target can make a wisdom check at a -3 penalty every round thereafter to attempt to close its mind. When either a non-sonic or sonic character succeeds at reclosing its mind, the following occurs. Yada yada yada. Okay. If a sonic power was used successfully against the newly opened non-sonic mind, the target can still attempt to close its mind, but its saving throw is at a -4 penalty. Okay. So anyways, I'm sorry, what's Morgan doing? And Velcane and them?
Morgan's just gonna sit where he's at. Velcane is gonna walks up to the crystal and he wants to try to discern location of the Trask from it.
Okay. So, I'm going to give you a new handout from this forest. Great Below, Underdark. Mantle, that's it. That's it. LMN. Inner core. Great Below West. Jesus. Alright, there we go. So what I'm going to do is take a little snapshot of where the Tarask is in relation to this temple.
Okay.
In the Great Below. Ah. Right. So at one of the corners of the map is going to be the temple, or the square where the temple is at. And then at the other corner is going to be literally the location of the Tarask.
Okay.
The Tarask's location will look like the shadow of a turtle.
Okay. Will Velcane have this committed to memory, or will he have to like write it down somewhere?
You'll have it committed to memory.
Okay.
So only you will have access to it, as well any other character who takes a glimpse. Come on, Imager, take so long. There we go. Some people like to call it Imgur. I like to call it Imager. Okay, save image as. Location of Tarask. And we'll put it on the desktop for now. Save changes. Whoops. I just closed my Google Chrome session.
Oh,
Let's take a 5-minute break.
I was gonna say.
Josh, this is your computer and roll 20. Make that 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Let's take a 5-minute break.
I'm back.
I refilled my coffee. I'm good to go.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
Yeah, and this is actually one of the better sessions on Hex we've had in a while. 2-stage boss fight!
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
And your dogs are getting along?
Yes, they are. It's just that.
I need to find that welcome back song and just post it in chat every time somebody comes back.
Yeah, the real cute thing was the dog was afraid of the kitten. Had fear. And
I love them more.
the little kitten would go, hey, and the kitten wants to play with her, and she's like, no, I'm staying way back here. And it's oh, it's so cute. But she's over it now.
Yeah. At one point, I had a tiny kitten and an adult cat, and before I adopted her, she had been a mother, and all her kittens got adopted. So when she had this, when this kitten got introduced to our house, like the kitten wanted to play and was like full of energy, and the adult cat was not. So she would just like patiently put up with him for a while. After some time, I would just hear because the fat adult cat was bodily laying on the kitten. They're like, oh, we're done now.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute.
Once that kitty's energy or chill or heal. What gender is the cat?
Not take to it.
Aww. Like when the door opens, like